Hello, welcome to another live coffee break with Pam. Today's topic is all about how to clearly and effectively communicate with sales. After watching this video, you'll know exactly what you need to do to navigate that process with ease. But again, if you have any questions, please comment below. Love to hear from you. You know, supporting sales is tricky and delicate. For example, when I do sales enablement presentations at conferences or training sessions, I often get questions such as, hey, sales changes their mind a lot, so it's hard to know what they really want. How can I support them if they change directions all the time? Here's another example. Sales ask me to send them the same content all the time because they don't stay on top of what has been published. How can I help them get in the loop? One last question that tends to come up very often. Sales don't want to do their own research or templates, so they ask marketing to do it for them. But it's not my job. So how can I tell them no politely, yet still maintain a good relationship? So today I want to address one specific question, and that is, how can you better communicate with sales and set up clear expectations with them? I understand your pain because I've supported sales for a long time. However, even though every company has a sales organization and faces similar challenges across the board, there's no cookie cutter solutions. Remedies will vary from company to company. I have never recommend one size fits all solution to a company, even if the challenge they are facing resembles similar case studies, because they need to take into account of the sales corporate culture, sales seniority, salespeople seniority, that is, organizational structure, processes, even the tools the sales use. For example, many sales organizations struggle with the quality of leads from marketing. For that, you need to find a potential cause or possible causes. Do you have a clear definition of marketing leads that sales can accept? Is that quality really not on par? Or do we need more vetting before we pass leads to sales? And by the way, what is the definition if we need to change it? How can we modify the process and who should vet them? Once you determine some plausible causes, the solution will come. And also, the solution will also depends on the organizational structure, resources shares between sales and marketing, etc. So the big takeaway from today's video, there's no blanket solution for working with sales, period. You can look for best practices, but it's usually hard to implement best practices, especially other people's best practices. You need to understand what nugget you can take from some of those best practices and apply to you and your team. So don't do copy exact. But here are some steps I'd like to communicate with sales and set up a concrete expectation. So I want to share that with you. Step number 1. Interview and talk to several sales team members about their challenges, how they ideally want to support moving forward. Bear in mind, at this specific point, you are only gathering information. You don't necessarily need to implement everything they suggest, and you are not committing to anything just yet. Number 2, go through the list and prioritize. Here's what you do at this stage. Say you interview 10 to 15 salespeople, the resulting list will be very long. You need to comb through each request, right? The list, and group the similar requests together. And that takes time. It does. Then you prioritize the list based on their needs and also the business imperatives. Some of which may be low-hanging fruit, while others require resources and a budget to get it done. I would recommend that you identify 3 low-hanging fruit and 3 that require more intensive resources and the budgeting that you need to work on. The next is to create what I call SLA, service level agreement. Create a document explain what you will do, you will not do, and also specify tasks that sales need to meet you halfway to move things forward. Does that make sense? And by the way, if you like the way I explain things, please subscribe and comment. Love to hear from you, and it will mean a lot to me. Now let's come back. Number 3, get buy-in from sales and management. Create a presentation to show what you will do and get buy-in. Sales like to see what you can do for them now, this minute. So you need to have a couple of things to show that you will jump right in. For example, can you refresh the sales pitch deck, update a pricing guide, or even just commit to attending their weekly sales huddle meetings to listen in? Number 4, once you get buy-in, it's all about execution. There's no shortcut. Start working on it and show them what you can deliver. Knock their socks off. Number 5, stay close and provide timely updates. Always let them know what you've done, what you're doing, and what you'll do. This can be in the form of an update at a weekly huddle meeting, or make it a standing agenda, right? Say it's a marketing update at the weekly huddle meeting, and take a couple minutes to share with everybody in terms of what is coming or what has been done. Another thing is, you can always incorporate what you accomplish as a part of quarterly updates, say if your team are providing that kind of updates to your sales team. Number 6, updates SLA, service level agreement, as you go. As time goes by, sales always have additional asks, which fall outside the scope you have proposed. I know, I've been there. Address these head on. It's kind of like, if you were a restaurant owner and you see a bad Yelp review, address it, explain your point of view, and apologize if necessary. When sales team let me take that back. When sales team member ask about something which is not part of service level agreement, address their concerns right away and discuss what needs to be done, and then upload the SLA accordingly. Both you and your sales will learn to make appropriate adjustment over time through close collaborations and communication. It's kind of like maintaining a relationship with your significant other. You need to make an effort. That's it. Work on it. There you have it. We've covered a lot, so don't hesitate to pop any question you have down into comments. If you like how I explain things, feel free to subscribe and leave feedback below. Love to hear from you. All right. Take care. See you next time.